Hey, Rachel. It looks like you've been busy lately. Do you care to explain to me just what the hell is going on?
Wait, what? I have, no idea what you're talking about. What's up?
Don't lie to me. I saw you two this morning. You were walking together with Tim, weren't you? Don't you try and hide the fact that you had your arm around him. How dare you?
Really? What are you talking about? You must be mistaken. I wasn't even out this morning.
Tim, that son of a... He goddamn lied to me saying he was out drinking with his friend last night. Don't lie to me either. I know I saw you two walking together with your arms linked. I know because this morning he was wearing the same damn clothes he went out in last night.
Well, I guess we've been busted, haven't we? It took long enough for you to find out.
You need to explain yourself right now, Rachel. What the hell is going on? I don't even want to think about what you're doing. Rachel, are you seriously having an affair with my fiancé? How could you?
I'm sorry, Nina. There is nothing more to it. It's exactly what you think it is.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Well, in the beginning, we were just hanging out. We had no intention of doing anything. Then one day we just randomly met at a bar I usually go to, and we ended up drinking together until the morning. I wasn't thinking about doing anything, but we just kept hanging out together, and I started to enjoy being with him. After all that, I've developed, real feelings for him. We're serious about each other.
Wait. You two are seriously in love with each other? It's not just a fling? You can't be serious. You're talking about cheating. How long has this really been going on? Don't lie to me.
Well, that depends on what you mean. I'd say it's been about a year since we started seeing each other. We were actually on a date the other day for our 1-year anniversary.
Are you kidding me? You've been having an affair with my fiancé for over a year? What is wrong with you? Do you even understand what you're doing? You're having an affair with Tim, my fiancé.
Well, I know, but could you keep it a secret from Mom and Dad? They don't need to know, do they? I'm sure it'd break their hearts if they found out about us.
Are you serious right now? There's no way in hell I could tell them. Do you think I could just tell Mom and Dad that their youngest daughter is having an affair with her sister's fiancé? You're unbelievable. I was about to introduce him to Mom and Dad. How could you?
Hey, don't be like that. Just think of it as a blessing in disguise. Before you introduced him to Mom and Dad, you found out about us. Now, you don't have to go through all the trouble of having to explain what happened to you two.
You are just the worst. I can't believe it. My own sister. You have some nerve, don't you know?
Look, I'm not the bad one here. This is actually all your fault. I hope you don't mind, but I'll be the one taking Tim. It's only logical. He told me himself he likes me way better than he ever did you, so there's no point in arguing. Just get over it.
Tim, explain yourself this instant. What the hell is going on? You and my sister have been having an affair for over a year? What in the world were you thinking? You're cheating on me, your fiancé, with my sister!
Now don't be like that, Nina. Just calm down for a second. Can you really blame me? Any guy in the world would choose your sister over you. It's the obvious choice.
What the hell? How dare you? We were engaged!
I mean, come on. For one, you don't have a job. And second of all, you're an old hag who's already 30. Anyone in their right mind would obviously choose Rachel over you, you know? She's just so cute. So ease up a little. You're blowing this way out of proportion.
I'm what? Anyone would pick my sister over me? And did you just call me an old hag? Don't you dare call me an unemployed 30-year-old hag. 30 is still young.
Is there anyone else who's unemployed and 30 years old? I get it, really. The company went bankrupt a year ago, and you were let go, but you can't use that as an excuse. You didn't even try find another job after that. You just stayed home, sitting on the couch and watching Netflix. You made absolutely no effort. So, tell me, am I wrong? You're just an unemployed old hag, just like I said.
Oh, what a load of crap. Sure, I was unemployed, but I wasn't just sitting on the couch watching Netflix. I told you I wasn't looking for a job because I was studying to get a certification, didn't I? I didn't want the same thing to ever happen to me again. That's why I was studying. What's wrong with that? If I get the certification, then I'll be able to get a job. Didn't we already talk about it?
So what? It's ridiculous. You're already 30 years old. That's too late to get a new certification for work. It doesn't matter what kind of certification you get, just being 30 is a huge disadvantage. You'll never be able to find a job. A year after you were laid off, and after you tried to get a new certification, you couldn't, could you? You said you were trying really hard to find a new job, but you just couldn't get one. That's why you were so insistent on being a housewife, isn't it? You weren't qualified to do anything else. You can't deny it. It's obvious you were just trying to use marriage to hide the fact that you wanted to be a housewife because you couldn't get a job. If I was gonna support someone as a housewife, then there's no way I'd pick someone as old as you. I'd rather find someone younger and cuter as my wife. So, that's that. I've already decided that I'm gonna marry your sister instead. We're over.
How can you be so cruel? You're going to regret this. I thought you would be the one to support me while I was going through a hard time getting back up on my feet. You were supposed to be my pillar.
No, don't worry. I'll still cheer you on, but it'll be as Rachel's husband.
You'll... what? Don't give me that crap, you two-timing weasel! I don't want your pity. What do you take me for?
Hey now, don't be like that. There's no need to get so emotional. I'll even help you out. Next time, I'll introduce you to someone who's more suitable for you. We can call it even, right?
Introduce me to someone? What a joke! Don't bother. I don't need any sympathy from you.
Don't be so uptight. I'm trying to help you out. You don't have a job, you're 30 years old, there's no hope for you. You should just take what you can get and accept my offer to introduce you to someone.
You're so full of yourself.
Come on, I'm telling you, it'll be fine. You'll be grateful. Just you wait. I'll introduce you to a good guy I know. You're a perfect match. He's my classmate from when we went to high school. I met him again at a recent class reunion we had, and he just quit his job, so he's unemployed too. See? He's just like you.
You're a real piece of work, you know that? Unbelievable. You're such a dick. You know that? Just because we're both unemployed? You're not just a dick to me, but to your classmate as well.
What would an old hag like you know? Marriage is something between two people who match each other. Otherwise, it won't work out well. That's why I thought to myself, who could be a good match for you? So I thought about introducing him to you.
You're a goddamn piece of...
Well, he's short and he's not popular with the ladies either. He's a real sad sop. Can you believe he's never had a girlfriend? He's the perfect match for you.
I can't believe this is who you are. You're a real piece of garbage, you know that? You're just the bottom of the barrel. I never would have guessed that you'd be a failure of a human being.
Who, me? A failure? Yeah, right. I'm taking the time to think about my ex-girlfriend by trying to set her up with someone else. I'm incredibly kind.
Whatever. You're impossible. How could I have ever wanted to marry you? Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
Hey, Nina. It's been a while. How have you been?
I was doing just fine until you messaged me. Now my mood has soured.
Yeah. But anyway, it seems like you're doing just fine. So, do you have any plans at the end of next month? It's my wedding! Why don't you come along?
Are you serious right now?
Well, yeah, you're my sister. Of course I'd invite you. You'll give us your blessing, right?
Haha, yeah, right. Who in their right mind would go to the wedding of a sister who stole their fiancé? I wouldn't go to the wedding in a million years. Count me out.
Aw, don't be like that, sis. I couldn't imagine my sister not coming to my wedding. Neither of us even care anymore. It's all in the past. Like, Mom and Dad don't even know that you two ever went out. What'll they think if you don't go to the wedding? It's weird if you don't go.
I don't care about what they think. Tell them I have to work that day. I'm not going, and that's final.
Just, come to the wedding and give us your blessing. You're like my one and only sister, after all. We wouldn't never even met if it wasn't for you, you know. You're our Cupid. You're my precious sister. There's no one else that could replace you. Oh, it'd break my heart if you didn't go to the wedding.
How can you even say that with a straight face? What is wrong with your head? I'm the one who got you two together?
Well, you are, right? I want to tell everyone that it's all thanks to you that we both met and now we're getting married. Oh, please, I'm asking nicely. Just come to our wedding, please.
I already told you no. How many times do I have to say it before I get it through that thick skull of yours? After Tim and I broke up, I promised myself that I'd cut off all ties I had with the both of you. Who would give their blessing to a pair as awful as you two?
You'd estrange yourself from your own cute little sister?
Isn't it obvious after what you did to me?
Fine, I understand. I won't talk to you again after this. You'll never, ever hear from us again, so just come to the wedding. After that, that'll be the end of all this.
You've really set your mind to having me attend your wedding, huh?
Of course! Why wouldn't I? I just can't wait for the chance to flaunt my happiness in front of your face.
You little...
Like, I went through all of the trouble of stealing Tim from you. I want to show you the happiness we got after I stole him. That'd be just the best thing ever. If I don't show it off, then what's the point of the wedding? Lol.
Are you crazy? What is going through your head right now?
I mean exactly what I said. At least come to the wedding reception, and then you can cut us off if you want. I want to show off as much as I can to you.
Well, if you insist, I'll go to the reception together with my husband if you don't mind.
Wait, you're what? You're married? When did you get married?
Since you insisted so much, fine, I'll go. Remember your promise to me and never talk to me again after this is all over. My husband and I will attend your silly wedding, and after that I don't ever want to see either of your faces ever again. You got that?
Wait, hold on. What do you mean you'll come to the wedding with your husband? What husband?
I don't want to go to your wedding by myself, so I'll be going with my husband. Can you not read? If I'm together with my one and only husband, then I think I'll be strong enough to attend. So, if that's all, put the both of us down for the wedding, if you don't mind.
Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean, your one and only husband? Are you okay? You're not on any kind of dangerous drug, are you? Don't tell me you were that depressed after I stole Tim from you. Are you sure you're not, like, hallucinating after taking dangerous drugs or something?
What are you talking about? Are you on drugs? I have no idea what kind of crazy things you're thinking of, but my husband is real, thank you.
Oh my god, you have to be kidding. There's just no way. I really can't stop laughing.
Laughing? Have I said something funny?
Yeah, you did. How could you have a husband? Lol. A lonely 30-year-old hag who had her fiancé stolen by her younger sister? There's just no way you'd be married. Just who are you trying to bring to my wedding? It better not be some kind of male escort.
Get off your high horse. Like I said, I'll be bringing my husband. I might be a 30-year-old woman, but I already submitted my wedding registration the other day.
You submitted your wedding registration yesterday? What do you mean yesterday? Wait, you're actually being serious?
He's like a match made in heaven. He's just perfect. We have so many things in common. We like the same things. We have the same goals in life. It's wonderful. We're both already at that age, so we decided I didn't need to introduce him to Mom and Dad before getting married. Besides, it's kind of annoying, so we put it off for later. Long story short, surprise, I'm married.
You really have to be lying. That's impossible. You can't be married. Did you really just marry some random schlub out of desperation? You're just too funny. I'm literally rolling on the floor laughing right now. It's just too much.
I don't care what you have to say. So keep it to yourself and keep your mouth shut. It doesn't matter what you say anyways. I finally found someone who appreciates me for who I am, and we're happily married now. That's all that matters.
Lol, you can't be serious. You can drop the act now. There's no point in lying. If you marry some random guy all of a sudden like that, your marriage is bound to have trouble. You two are probably going to live in some shabby apartment without a bath, right?
Actually, you couldn't be further from the truth. We have a condo on the top floor of a high-rise. Speaking of, we just finished carrying our things into the condo. We're going to start unpacking and setting up the place. It's going to be so great. You have to come see it once we finish.
Wait, did you just say a condo? It's in a high-rise too?
Oh, you should see the bathroom. It's amazing. You wouldn't believe how big it is. This condo is amazing.
No way, you're lying. How? How could someone like you be living in a place like that? You don't deserve to be living in luxury.
It doesn't matter what you say. This is just how things turned out for me. All I can say is that my husband prepared everything and got us this gorgeous place.
Everything? He can afford all of it?
Well, yeah. He's on the board of administrators for the company. Why wouldn't he? Even before that, he was working on his side business while working at the company, so he has money. After all that hard work he put in, he was able to save and finally gained enough experience and money to do what he wanted. He decided to leave his job at his previous company and start his own enterprise. Now, he's setting up this new mansion with an office space to work in too. It really is wonderful.
There's just, no freaking way. I mean, all that, and he married you? You've got to be kidding. You're saying the man you married is an administrator? If he started the business, then you mean he's the CEO? Oh my God!
He's the CEO, but right now it's just him working.
Wait, slow down. I don't get it. How did this all happen? How in the world did you manage to snag yourself that kind of a man and get married to him?
Well, we would have never met if it wasn't for you. If you never stole Tim from me, I'd probably be in your situation right now. Now, thanks to you, I'm living a life of luxury. I can't thank Tim enough either. He was the one to introduce me to David, even though he was being an ass about it. Really, I'm so grateful to you two.
Tim introduced the two of you? Tim didn't know anyone like that. Why would he introduce the two of you?
That's right. It was all thanks to Tim. He introduced me to David as an apology for breaking up with me. Thankfully, David was a way better person than Tim will ever be.
You're lying. He wouldn't introduce someone like that to you. There's just no way he would. How? Seriously, what the hell is going on? I have never heard about any of this. Not him introducing you to anyone or him knowing someone like your husband.
Do you mind doing me a favor and letting Tim know too? I have to thank him. His classmate is a wonderful person and a perfect match for me, just like he said he would be. I can't wait to see you two at the wedding. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, Nina, I just heard from Rachel. What the hell is going on? Did you two seriously get married? I only introduced you two as a joke. Not to mention, someone like him is a CEO.
Hey, do you mind? You're being rude. He has a name, you know? It's David. Address him by his name.
This can't be real. How did this happen? You're lying. He can't be a CEO. It's impossible. He told me he was unemployed when we met at the class reunion.
Well, to be fair, he had just quit his job when you met him. Right after that, he started his own business.
Wait, are you serious?
Ever since high school, he never liked that you and your friends called him a shorty. He wanted to make you guys regret it. Ever since then, he's been working diligently to be better. Not to mention that, unlike you, he's a real man that doesn't go back on his words.
What did you just say?
I've already heard everything from him about you. During high school, you and your friends were always picking on him. You kept calling him shorty, fatty, and even a mama's boy. You really are lower than dirty, you know that? You really left him with a lot of trauma from all the bullying.
It's not like it was just me. There were others bullying him too. The entire class was making fun of him.
Then that makes this easier. Why don't you tell all of your friends and all of your old classmates for us, won't you? Now that we're married, don't even think about doing anything like bullying him again. He's more of a man than you'll ever be. I'll be living happily with him from now on.
But how? How in the world did you get with someone like him? I just don't get it. How are you two compatible? All I did was half-jokingly gave you his contact info because I thought it would be funny. How did you two end up getting married?
Oh, are you regretting your decision now? Weren't you the one that told me I'd be perfect for him, seeing as how we were so alike, being unemployed and all? What's wrong with getting married after bonding together and finding out we are actually a perfect match for each other?
Oh, shut up! You're annoying! Don't get so cocky just because he's a CEO. Even if you're living a luxurious lifestyle now, he'll absolutely get rid of you once he gets bored. You're a 30-year-old hag, so he'll just throw you out just like I did.
Oh, he might be rich, but I can support myself. I have my own career. After we split up, I finished up my certification to support myself, and now he's told me that I can help out with his company if I'd like.
You work for him?
I was just an assistant in the accounting department at my last job, but I was studying all that time after it went bankrupt. I'm a certified accountant.
And accountant?
I'm already working for a great company right now, but soon I'll be helping with David's company. He was even happy that I mentioned I wouldn't mind working as his partner at the company. He told me he'd support me in any way he could. Isn't he just amazing?
No, wait. You'd be his business partner. I just... How? There's no way you were studying to become an accountant. You never told me any of this.
Oh, yes, I did. You'd have known if you ever paid any attention to me while we were together. You were probably just too busy cheating on me with my sister. Everything I said probably went in one ear and out the other.
I would have remembered if you told me something like that.
Well, it's all in the past now. Good luck with my sister. My husband and I will see both of you at the end.
What the hell? Your husband is just... Why is someone as handsome and smart like him your husband?
What's wrong? Is he your type?
He's nothing like what Tim described to me. He told me I had nothing to worry about. David was supposed to be just some short, fat guy. He's just so suave. And his face... Oh, don't get me started. His face is just my type.
Oh, he's so clean-cut, right? He's perfect. David was so stressed about starting his new company that he just got a little carried away and got a little chubby. He forgot all about his worries and stress after starting his company. He lost all the weight, and he's just stunning, isn't he?
Not just that. He's shorter than Tim, but he's taller than I am. Wait, it's not about the height. It's about the money. He's rich. It's not fair that you're married to him.
Oh, you show your true colors quickly now, don't you?
Hey, Nina, come on. Why don't we just switch husbands, huh? I'll give Tim back to you. You can have him.
Wait, what?
You were supposed to marry Tim in the first place, right? It's not like it's a problem if you marry him now.
You must be out of your mind. There's no way I'd ever take Tim back.
I want to be the wife of a CEO. It should be me, not you. Please, take Tim back and let me have David. You can go ahead and steal Tim back. I'm sure David would prefer me anyways. I'm way younger and cuter than you are.
You sure have a lot of confidence, don't you? Have you ever thought maybe he wouldn't want you?
Me? There's no way he'd reject me. Don't act all confident just because you've finally found a job. You might have one now, but, you were just an unemployed loser a few weeks ago.
What the hell?
There's no way I'd lose to you. So just switch with me, okay? Let me have that CEO husband of yours.
Yeah, right. Someone without anything to offer doesn't have a chance.
What do you mean by that?
You can hear it straight from him. He told me this himself. He said, why would he ever go after a young 20-something-year-old instead of you?
What?
How sad. You lost to a loser like me. David chose me.
You're lying. Did he really say that? He would choose you over me? How could he choose someone like you over someone like me?
It's exactly as I said. He'd rather be with someone like me. He said he admired that despite the company she worked for going bankrupt, she worked hard to get certified to make a living. He'd prefer someone with a little more ambition rather than someone who's obsessed with being young.
He wouldn't.
You've heard it straight from David. He wants me, so have fun with Tim. Hope you're happy. David and I will be living happily ever after. Bye now. After that, I deleted both Rachel's and Tim's contacts from my phone and blocked them. David felt the same way. He'll never attend another class reunion. He was disappointed that his classmates hadn't grown up in all this time. After we both deleted their contacts, it seems like they got into a little fight. It looks like their self-righteous attitudes fit them both. Rachel started nagging Tim to get a better salary. Tim told her off, telling her her good looks are worthless now and she needs to get a job. Apparently, they were fighting every day and constantly threatening to divorce each other. Best of all, my parents still don't know what went down between us. They were bragging to her about our condo and the dinner David and I served them. After hearing all the praise our parents had, my dear little sister of mine broke down. She was sobbing in tears over the phone, crying her heart out. Serves her right.